Hey guys, first of all, I would like to apologize to you all for taking this long to do a bump date or update. I am now 25 weeks. The last time I made a video, I was 11 weeks and I was gonna update you guys on 12 weeks. Anyways, I'm gonna make this as quickly as possible because I have a ton to update you guys on. I mean, a lot has happened. Yeah, if it gets too long, I'm definitely gonna make part 1, part 2. I am going to do my best to not reveal the baby's gender because that video is coming up. Yes, I do know the gender, of course. I am 25 weeks, like I said. So I have some notes here, and it says, so looking back at the week 11 bump date, I thought my belly was huge. Really, like, it hasn't. I mean, you guys will see at the end when I do the bump video, you guys will notice that, I mean, yeah, it's visibly bigger, but it's not like dramatic, you know, for me being 6 months. I'm gonna go quickly over the symptoms. So no more food aversions of nausea. The nausea really stopped around, I think it was what, week 12 or 13. Looking back, my nausea has not been that bad compared to my previous pregnancies. It was just, you know, here and there, and quickly, you know, it would go away. I'm not so dizzy. I mean, like, I still can't stand too long, but I'm actually able to stand much longer than in the beginning, in the first trimester. Still not having really cravings. It's just more like, yeah, that sounds good, I'll eat that, you know, but not like, oh my God, I have to have this like now. Not much cravings. I'm still not sleeping very good throughout the night, and I do get up to go number 1 a lot. You know what, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I get up to pee a lot at night. We're grown-ups here. At least I imagine most of you are if you're looking up pregnancy symptoms. No more of the cramps, but the baby does kick a lot. I did have a C-section with my last pregnancy, so when the baby kicks down, it hurts. Like, sometimes I'm like, I have to catch myself and just take some deep breaths while the baby is kicking down there, because I guess it's scar tissue from the C-section inside, from what the doctor said. So yeah, it's a little more painful than if you didn't have a C-section. So the baby is very active at night. Okay, so let's move on to week 12 checkup. They did not do an ultrasound at week 12. They did the heartbeat and everything was great. I had a pap smear done, and oh my gosh, that was a nightmare. Never in my life have I ever bled from a pap smear. Correction, I have spotted, you know, quick spotting, and that's it, but like just right then and there, and it was done. Well, at my 12-week checkup, when they did the pap smear and pelvic exam and all that, I'm gonna get, it's a little graphic, so if you can't handle details, just fast forward a little bit. All right, gave you guys an opportunity. So when the doctor pulled the, I don't know what you call that, speculum or whatever they insert to look into the cervix and all that, when he pulled it out, my husband was sitting on that end, and he even said it was bloody, like so much blood on it. When the doctor did the pelvic exam with his, you know, hand, the gloves were very bloody. And I was like, what in the actual heck is going on? I have never bled like that. So, but I just kind of, you know, I kept my mouth shut, I waited, and he said, okay, the nurse pulled out a pad. And I'm like, why in the world are they pulling out a pad? Well, my doctor said, you have some bleeding, but don't worry, this is not from the baby. Baby is fine. This may last, you know, a day or two. Don't worry, everything is fine. Just wear this pad, you know, whatever. That never happened before. Well, now I'm going to fast forward to why I bled that much. I did my 18-week blood work. Everything was great. I did have my gender blood work, and that's how I knew the baby's sex, which, like I said, it'll be in another video. So at my 19 weeks, I had an ultrasound, the anatomy scan. The anatomy scan did confirm the gender. So yes, the blood work for gender is 99% accurate. They say it's more accurate than ultrasound actually, but anyways. At the 19-week scan, the anatomy scan, baby was doing wonderfully and measuring a week ahead. I keep almost saying the sex, so I gotta be very careful. If I stutter or look confused, I'm just struggling so hard to not reveal the gender. The baby was actually even sucking the thumb at one point. It was so cute. Very, very active, measuring a week ahead. I'm not sure if I already said that. If I did, sorry. You know, the ultrasound tech did the ultrasound process, everything, measurements and all that. At the end, she said, okay, we need to do a vaginal ultrasound. And I'm like, why? Well, you know, I noticed something with the placenta location. I just want to make sure I am seeing correctly, and I have to take proper measurements, which the internal ultrasound is going to work out much better for that. She confirmed that the placenta was really close to the cervix, but that my doctor will go over the details. At my 20-week checkup, I went back to my doctor's, and my doctor at that point informed me that I have marginal placenta previa. I didn't know what the heck that was. I'm like, okay, please explain. Basically, the placenta is located very close to the cervix. So he put me on pelvic rest. So no sex, no working out, no lifting heavy, no, I can't even, basically I shouldn't even travel. But I am considered pretty much high risk. Maybe not everyone gets the same restrictions. I found that out on my 20-week checkup, and so at my 24-week checkup, I asked the doctor, because he wanted to do the follow-up ultrasound at 30 weeks. And I said, Doc, I really don't want to wait that long. I'm a mess because I'm freaking out over the situation, and I'm scared because if you guys look up placenta previa, it is dangerous. I'm not going to go over the details here. You can do your own research if you want to know, and I'm sure most of you already know. It can get dangerous. I asked him if he can go ahead and send me to have the follow-up ultrasound much sooner, and so yeah, he agreed. He said, okay, yeah, sure. He wrote me the script, I made the appointment, and at 25 weeks I had the follow-up ultrasound, and the lady did over the belly. The baby was doing great, still measuring a week ahead. Yeah, when she got to the part where she's checking on the placenta, it is still looking like it's close to the cervix, but she said I need to do a vaginal ultrasound just to confirm, to do more detailed measurements. That's the best way they can see. And when she did that, she did confirm to me it does look like it's still in the same location. I can't go over too many details, but your doctor will go over all these readings and numbers and whatnot, and your doctor will go over it with you. You guys will take it from there and see what the next steps will be. From what I heard, a lot of women, when they found their placenta previa, you know, at their anatomy scan, 4 weeks later, the placenta was moved all the way regular to, you know, back to where it should be. And so I had hope, you know, I was like, well, it's been 6 weeks for me because I had my anatomy scan at 19 weeks, like I said already. So this was at 25 weeks. Yeah, so it had already been 6 weeks. So I was very hopeful that it had already moved. I was wrong. It had not moved. I am waiting for my doctor to get the results because this was just 2 days ago when I had it done. And I'll be making an appointment very soon and update you guys on that. I'm going to backtrack just a tad. So at 24 weeks, right before I hit my 25 weeks, that weekend, which was this last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was experiencing contractions. Well, I didn't think that's what it was. I guess let me just say it was Braxton Hicks contractions. But I didn't know that's what I was experiencing. Over the weekend, I kept getting this tightening, and when my belly would get tight, I would get nauseous, a little short of breath. Not really, it was just more like, it felt like everything, like even my lungs were being squeezed. This happened over the weekend, so on Monday I called my doctor's office. It had already gotten better by then. It wasn't happening so constant. And my doctor's office told me, if this continues, I want you to go to labor and delivery. I said, okay, I'll keep an eye on it. And she's like, why didn't you go, well, the nurse, why didn't you go to labor and delivery in the first place? You know that you're at high risk, you know you have marginal placenta previa. You're supposed to go to the labor and delivery anytime you have these kind of feelings and symptoms. Well, I have not gone to the hospital except in my first trimester when I was bleeding a lot. That was the only time. So I just didn't want to be that girl that's always running to the hospital every time she feels a little pain. No offense to any of you who do. It's just my personal experience. I used to do that with my other pregnancies. Any little pain, I was running to the hospital, and everything always turned out fine. So this time around, I'm trying to not be so dramatic because I am a dramatic person. So again, no offense to any of you that do. It is best to be safe than sorry. So yes, if you are one that has certain pains and whatnot and you go to the hospital, get checked out, that's great. That's what you should do. And that's what I'm supposed to be doing, especially in my current situation, but I'm being hard-headed and trying to be strong. They checked me at labor and delivery. I ended up going in, by the way, on Tuesday because it did continue. And they checked me and confirmed that I was dehydrated. So they gave me this lovely bottle, and I have to drink 4 of those things. They are 32 ounces, the cup. So I have to drink 4 of those a day in order to not continue to have these Braxton Hicks contractions. All right, so as for my weight, I did lose some weight in the beginning of the pregnancy in the first trimester. I am currently 2 pounds gained, basically. I was 137 pounds pre-pregnancy weight. This was a week before finding out I was pregnant. I weighed 137 pounds. Right now, I am 6 months pregnant, 25 weeks, and I only gained 2 pounds. I'm at 139 pounds. I owe that to my Herbalife shakes and tea. I'm not trying to sell this to you guys. I am telling you guys what I'm doing in my pregnancy, nutrition-wise. I am an Herbalife distributor, so I do take the products. They are perfectly safe. I went over them all with my doctor, and my doctor gave me the okay. He says, this is wonderful. There's tons and tons of vitamins in these shakes. The tea is actually, I think the most is 80 milligrams of caffeine, which a cup of coffee is about 100 milligrams, if I'm not mistaken. I do know that our tea has just slightly less milligrams than a cup of coffee. My doctor did okay, at least 2 cups of coffee a day, even 3, which, like I said, I do my Herbalife tea. So I am able to take 2 to 3 a day, but I only do 2. Just to be, safe to not have too much caffeine in me. Because sometimes, once in a rare, I don't drink soda on a regular, I stay away from it. But once in a blue moon, I'm not gonna lie, I'll have one, like maybe once every few weeks or once a month, if that. So I don't wanna have my 2 teas or drink 3 and then end up drinking soda and went over my caffeine intake. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about Herbalife or wanna get started, again, I'm not trying to sell this to you guys, but some of you might actually have already learned about it and want to know more. You're more than welcome to reach out to me. My email I will add right here, which is floridalifefitcouple@gmail.com. You're welcome to email me anytime with questions, and I will quickly get back to you. Or leave a comment below. That's also another way I can reach out to you. Anyway, so yeah, because of Herbalife, I've only gained 2 pounds and I'm 6 months pregnant. So that is great. That was one of my fears. I was scared to gain too much and then have trouble losing it after the baby's born. And my doctor said I am at a perfect healthy weight, and the fact that my baby is measuring a week ahead, doctor says I'm doing perfect. He said, whatever you're doing, continue it because you're doing great. That's when I brought up the whole Herbalife thing and asked him, and he gave me the okay. So that's where I'm at with my weight. I went over my 12-week checkup. Oh, so because of the whole bleeding I had at my pap smear at the 12 weeks, that was due to my marginal placenta previa. Another thing with the placenta previa, you're not supposed to get internal pelvic exams or anything. And so now my doctor is holding off on that, which thankfully I don't have to have one done anyways till later on. Hopefully by then the placenta will have moved. I mean, I have to have C-section anyways, no matter what, because I had a C-section with my last baby, as I already mentioned earlier in this video. But the hospital policy is no VBACs. But yeah, that's why I bled so much at the pap smear, because I've never in my life bled like that. And the fact that, as if you guys have watched already my first, my videos of my weeks 4 or 5, whatever, my first trimester, I did have a lot of bleeding in the first trimester, and doctor did say the marginal placenta previa was more than likely what caused the bleeding in the first trimester, because I mean, I bled so much. Thank God the baby is doing great and it has not affected the baby. I think that's it, guys. Please like this video and please subscribe. There is more videos coming up, and of course, like I said, the gender reveal is next. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it the same day that I upload this one or maybe a week later, but I'm gonna get that together because I did film it. So I think I'm just gonna go over a little guessing game, I guess you can, I don't know how you say it, but I'm gonna go over that and then do the gender reveal. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming back. And again, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do my best to not wait this long to make another video. Love you guys. Bye.